Yo, damn, you guys missed me killing it, bro. I was saying, who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? Are you sure? Who do you love? So I wasted 105 seconds without any audio. But what's up, everybody? It is the OBSBOT, Kid Smooth. Didn't know if I wanted to make a video. Didn't know if I wanted to make to stream a game or if I wanted to podcast. So I figure I do a little bit of both. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Got a couple things. Weapon Will's coming back relatively soon. The Xbox Direct is, I think, Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday or Thursday. I don't know. But it's going to be in the middle of work, so I won't be able to go live when it happens unless I run and hopefully. Hold on. When's it? It's the 22nd or is it the 21st? When's the Xbox Direct? Let's open up the Game Pass app. When is that sucker coming on? Because I'm definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing Fable and Forza Horizon 6, and Beast of Reincarnation looks pretty decent too. I think they all got to be standouts, and there's probably going to be a surprise game or two. But yeah, man. Tell me if I'm still muted. Hopefully, I don't think I'm still muted. I think I got volume, some sounds coming in, bro. You said I can't call myself the OBSBOT if you're a PC guy now. I know it. And so I'm in the middle of an identity crisis, right? So shout out to OBSBOT. I am an OBSBOT ambassador. That's the smart AI webcam that I typically use. So the bot there, I still got bot in me. It's not, I'm not playing on the Xbox console, but I do fairly play on Xbox as a platform. Trust me, bro. You wanna hear another joke, bro? I launch my Xbox app to launch Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. I use the Xbox app to launch Days Gone. I use the Xbox app to I use the Xbox app to play freaking Silent Hill F, and I think my next stream series is gonna be Silent Hill 2. But what happened was I started playing a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn remaster and Days Gone, and actually surprised it. Well, I knew I would enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn, but I actually started to enjoy Days Gone, and I'm like, damn, I kind of want to just play these things through. I don't want to interrupt the flow. Silent Hill 2, I started like at the same time I started Silent Hill F, and I was like, I'm gonna probably stick with Silent Hill F, but I do want to beat the game because I did buy Silent Hill 2 remaster. So, but I need to come up with a different name. I got a couple things I'm working on. I'm working on this podcast with Dre. And we need a different name because I'm sick and tired of you guys mentioning Low Tier God, because I used to, the podcast is LTG, Let's Talk Games, but I think I'm going to change the name. We're going to find something that works. And then I got another podcast idea on another, a network that might work if the talks come together. It could be something special. So more on that, soon. But in the meantime, work is good. Life is good. And I'm just trying to balance, life, work, and content creation in video games. I already accepted the fact, right, that I'm only realistically going to probably beat 12 to 13 games a year, no matter how many games come out. I think that is the happy medium of where I'm at with video games. I'm no longer pressuring myself to beat 50, 30, 25 video games in a year, because when you think about that and then how long some games are, it's like, damn, that's a lot of time wasted. I could have been doing something else. But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of good games coming out this year, so that's my target again. And if I hit 15, and then to me that's a bonus. But I already kind of have my ideas on what games that I want to play and indulge this year, and get that right balance. Nando Garcia 8350 says, "Oh no, it's Smooth. That should be your PC nickname." That's actually funny. But Coach K37 says, did you see the Xbox PC mod for Quick Resume? No. And how do I get it? Can you link me a video or article on it? I don't know how that works, only because that's the one thing I have to get used to. And I'm gonna break some news down to you guys, right? I'm gonna break something down to you guys. When I got finished building this version of my PC, after I upgraded it from a 4070 to a 5070 Ti, which RIP, the 5070 Ti is no longer in production. They're bringing back 30 series cards, and the only 16 gig cards there, I think they're producing. No, they're not producing, I guess, any 16 gig cards at the moment. So what I have right now is a diamond in a rut, and I think that should increase the value of the 5070 Ti. I have two very valuable things in my household. The two very valuable things I have in my household, one is a 5070 Ti and an Xbox Series X. I now, like, I literally was gonna do like I was literally considering selling my Xbox Series X, not because I hate it or anything. Like, it's because I successfully committed to playing on PC, and I had at my setup, I usually have a console sitting here. I don't have a console at my setup no more. It's literally just my PC and my two monitors and a handy dandy Xbox controller or whatever. And I've been enjoying game at the same time. Now, yeah, there's some troubleshooting issues as far as like sharing gameplay and when and how to enable HDR properly versus it just being plug and play and just working and shit. But from the gaming aspect, I've been able to game comfortably. And I'm looking forward to these the challenge is really these new releases, the next round of new releases of video games. Right now, I'm doing a lot of, like, I would say backlog stuff, or games that came out, that I bought like on a discount, or I might have I'm familiar with already. So it's not like a really true to form experience. I would say Silent Hill F was probably my real test of true to form. I'm going to start on PC, finish on PC, and that was that. Like, I finished Outer Worlds 2 on PC. Like, I think I started it on Xbox, but I think I did like 75% of the game through on PC. And then Control, but again, Control was a situation where I was familiar with the game. I already knew I was getting into. I liked it, whatever. Played it in its entirety again on PC, and that was a good experience. So, like, the first real test is really the next round of games, like the Resident Evil Requiem, which looks awesome. High on Life 2, Pragmata is probably the most anticipated game that's coming in within the next 3 months. But yeah, I'm actually proud of myself and surprised, because what I'm doing now is something I didn't think I'd ever do. You know what I mean? So, CBH4God76 says, "What's up? How have made the transition to PC? How have you made?" So, just to give you guys a backstory on it, right? Why did I even start? What happened? I forget what happened. I don't know what I did, but again, I think last year? Last year I got a 4070, right? I got it for free, honestly. That's pretty much what it was. I got a 4070, and it was a decent card. Now I would play games here and there on it, but something, I don't know what it was. I don't know where I said, all right, I'm gonna try playing this game on PC. I think maybe it was this year. I don't know if it was Ninja Gaiden. I know I played that. I played a ton of that on PC as well. I don't know what game turned me. But I think it was, when I did the Outer Worlds, I did that on a 4070. And I think I finished Control also. I didn't have I finished Control on my PC on the 4070, and I was like, you know what, if I upgrade this shit like if I just upgrade just to something a little bit better, a 5080 or 5070 Ti, I think I can just I'll be comfortable gaming on PC. You know what I mean? So I ended up doing it, and then I was like, I got to challenge myself because I've always had a decent PC, even all throughout the Xbox One generation. Like during the Xbox One generation, I think in 2016 I had like a 980 Ti build, which I remember back in the day where that was a big deal to have. But I didn't really commit to playing on it. Like I really didn't commit. I was still consoled out, so I barely used it. And then I don't know why I bought 3070. That was a mistake. It was an 8 gig card, but it was a good card, but it was 8 gigs. I felt like I was constrained, and I didn't like all the tinkering I had to do. So I didn't opt to play games on the PC. I just stuck with, Xbox One, the Xbox Series X and stuff like that. I would just opt to play games on the Series X. When I got to 4070, I got more intrigued, and then as I later half of the year of 2025, I was like, this is not too bad, but I think I want a beefier card. And the 4070 was decent. It was 12 gigs, right? But I wanted to be at like 16 or greater, but I had to make a move now before pricing got stupid, and pricing eventually got stupid, and I was able to make a move. I was able to get decent money for my 4070. Got 5070 Ti. I'm happy with that. Could have gone with a 5080, but when you look at the price difference between a 5080 and a 5070 Ti, I don't think the percentage difference it justifies the price difference. So I did that, and then after I make the rookie PC mistake all the time. I needed a bigger power supply, and so I had to buy a power supply, and then the 5070 Ti was big as hell, so I kind of needed a bigger case, so I ended up doing that, and then I just ended up building the PC literally all over again. And I'm happy. No problems, no issues just yet. The next major thing I'll do, and it'll probably be maybe later this year, I might finally transition to a Ryzen based CPU. I'm still on Intel, but right now I don't really see the need to. I'm glad I'm able to max out games that are coming out today. To me, like, I don't know what people qualify games is maxing out, like, as far as what does your games need to run, right, to appreciate what you have. Like, for example, if I have two monitors side by side, and I am looking to, I want to, get rid of the LG Ultra Gear that I have. It's 27 inches. It's probably I forget, it's like 2 years old. I want to get, I want either the Alienware 32-inch curve, 4K gaming, or I want, the LG Ultra Gear. I think they have a curve version at 32 inches. I want that. Right now I have a Alienware 1440p monitor on one hand, and then the LG Ultra Gear, and I just kind of switch, right? Because some games, obviously, I'm able to hit like ultra settings 1440p on this monitor, and games look great, right? It looks awesome. And then I can also play at 4K on the Ultra Gear. And the only thing is, I would say at 1440p, I'm able to almost up to essentially meet my monitor's refresh rate. I think that this Alienware is like 180 hertz, and I'm always able to maintain games at over 120 FPS so far of the games that I've played so far. When I move over to the LG Ultra Gear and then I'm playing, at 4K, that drops where I can maintain 95 to 110 FPS. And if I'm doing that at Ultra Max, I think that's comfortable. That's fine. I don't need to play games at 240 frames or 300. I know they were coming out with these 1,000 hertz and shit monitors and stuff like that, which I think is insane. But I'm at like a comfort level. I think more so what I get caught up on is like I have to have like the max, the top of the line, and then sometimes that's not like always necessary. So for my display, I don't mind having a 1440p display, and I don't mind having a 4K display. But what I do mind is I do mind that they're the same size. So right now this Alienware is like 32 inches, and it's a curve is okay. LG is smaller at 27 inches, but the image quality is so much better. and but it's smaller, so that's where I get kind of sort of OCD at, and I feel like I gotta get this now. Doesn't quite work that way. Extra Life Gaming 33 says Silent Hill 2 stream. Yeah, I'm going to do it, and I'm probably going to start Silent Hill with it. We got a 3-day weekend, right? So if I don't start it, I'm not starting it now. It's 8:00. It's getting too late. I typically when I do streams, I want to spend at least a minimum 2 hours streaming. So what I would have to do is I would have to quit. I would have to pretty much start playing the game now and be with you guys until 10 p.m. On a stream. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do like a mid-afternoon stream for Silent Hill 2. Do that for 2 hours, maybe from 4 to 6 or something like that, or 3 to 5 maybe. Do a Silent Hill stream, the Silent Hill 2 since I finished Silent Hill F, and see where it goes from there. I have to again. Silent Hill 2, the Silent Hill F, I end up appreciating. Silent Hill 2, I gave it an early start. Like I started Silent Hill 2 when it came out for the Series X, and I bought it on sale because it came out on sale. Started a little bit, and it started a little bit on PC, and like I got to start it over because I don't know what the hell is going on. So I would hate to kind of start the game where I'm at now. So I don't mind starting a whole fresh new playthrough. I think I only unlocked one achievement for 5 fucking gamer score in it anyway. So I can definitely start a new game, start that on stream, and try to give a complete stream. How long is that game? Can somebody really kind of help me out? How long is it? I don't think thrillers should be so damn long, and that's more so a turn off. When they're long. Mustin Gamer says PC gaming is kind of overrated. To be honest, it is. It is overrated, but it is a flex. And it's the ultimate flex to escape the console war. It's the ultimate flex to escape the console war. And I do agree with you. For the 5070 Ti is the perfect card, and I'm happy that I got it because, like I said, yeah, I was looking at the 5080, and no way I can't afford a 5090, right? But a 5080 I know is like a beast. But then I kept having to ask myself, well, how much stronger is in the 5070 Ti? You know what I mean? They both, I think they're both 16 gigs if I'm not mistaken. But how much stronger? What am I actually losing or not gaining at this point? Because my thing is, if I can hit 4K max settings and I'm above what the consoles can do, well above what the consoles can do, there's nothing like that's pretty much how I justify it. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna be able to say, oh, this runs this on the PS5 Pro or the Series X or whatever. No, it's never. There is no comparison. I think my PCs I'm comfortable literally until the next gen consoles come out, and we don't know what that's going to be. Honestly, I still don't think they're in position to outclass what Nvidia or what AMD might do for the PC space. You said, do you have a preferred launcher or game store? Right now, as a primarily a console gamer, I'm still right now. I don't know if I have a preference. I prefer Xbox. You know what I mean? I prefer Xbox until Play Anywhere. Xbox would be a lot better if Play Anywhere was literally 1-to-1, but it's not. And I say that because I have a profile on Xbox. I'm coming off of Xbox, so I kind of just migrated just to a different platform, but I'm still playing out of Xbox. Steam is the default. I haven't really divvied around in Epic Game Store. So it's really been pretty much Steam and the Xbox for me. There's another one what's the one that came with Activision? Battle.net? I haven't really bothered with that, and I won't. Ubisoft, I don't mind. there's a lot of Ubisoft games but I'm not launching games out of the Ubisoft launcher, and I'm not launching games out of EA launcher. So typically like Ubisoft and EA games, I'm really launching those from the Xbox app. Steam again, I have a Steam library. When you launch Steam in big picture mode, it's the closest thing you can get to a Steam console, like a console that appropriate console feel. Something this is what I really want the Xbox app to do. If they look at Steam big picture mode, it really feel like you're in a console ego base. So I can see why a lot of people would like that. So I would say, but it really all depends, right? When I launch my PC, Xbox automatically opens, Steam automatically opens. I'll go through Steam, obviously, buy a game or redeem a game key or whatever, but I'm typically launching games once I already have the game in my library. I'm launching them out of Xbox, and it's not that I'm like Xbox is the first app to open when I power on my PC. So once I have any game that I have downloaded, I literally just use it till I'll go to my library, and whatever game I'm playing, whether that be a PlayStation game, whether that be a Ubisoft game, or something that I have on Steam, like the Pragmata demo. I don't know what it is. I feel like I have to play that game like at least once a day to justify me upgraded to a 5070 Ti. But that I can't wait till that full game come out. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. I've done beating the hell out of the demo. I keep getting a new record every time I play. When that full game comes out, it's going to be a wrap. Like, I can't wait for that. And there's somebody spamming my chat with Sony wins. I don't know what Sony wins, but you said it seems to be a lot of better deals once you learn PC gaming environment. That's true. Like, I haven't purchased a full price game on PC. Now, this is going to be a challenge once the games that I want that I'm anticipating, like the Pragmatas and Resident Evil and stuff like that. Because you can typically, like, I go to loaded.com. What people, if you guys don't know, that used to be CD Keys. You could get like pre-orders on discount. So if Steam or the publisher is not publishing like a pre-order discount, I'll go on Loaded. Chances are I'm probably going to get like Pragmata from loaded.com, or Resident Evil from Loaded, or Green Man Gaming, or whoever has the game on sale. I'll probably get it from the store. So the thing is, on PC, it's an open marketplace, so you have a lot of storefronts that sell a lot of the games, and it just works out. It works out better. You pair that also with Game Pass. I canceled my Game Pass Ultimate, and I use Game Pass for PC. It's 50% of the price, and you still get the benefits of Ultimate. It's like it's a no-brainer. You still get like all the day and date games, like the Ubisoft stuff, the EA Play, and then the day one games. It's $16. It's literally the same price as old Game Pass. So that's what I use now. I don't pay for like PlayStation Plus, any form of it. I wait till some of their games are unloaded. Like, I bought like Horizon Zero Dawn remastered for like $26 on Loaded. Days Gone was like $14. PlayStation's been updating their games on PC to the point where I can open literally my PlayStation profile by hitting a PlayStation overlay button. I think you press Y, or if you're using the PlayStation controller, is triangle, and you get the PlayStation UI. Hold on one moment. Like, right now, PlayStation has all the makings to launch their own PC launcher right now. It's just diabolical that they don't have it right now, but they have all the makings to launch a PC launcher. They have enough games on PC. I think they're trying to do a play anywhere incentive, or I forget what they're trying to do, where you buy it at once on PlayStation and it works on the PC. If you follow me on PlayStation, I haven't touched my PlayStation since 2024. And if you look at my account, it'll show you that I've been unlocking trophies over the last, because I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. So as I'm unlocking Steam achievements, I'm also unlocking PlayStation trophies by playing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered on PC. So I don't know if you get the rewards, but I'm going to assume I am, only because I literally just redeemed 3,700 points literally earlier this morning, and I'm currently on the PC Game Pass. So I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm earning them as fast as I could be if I was subscribed to standard ultimate, but I still earn rewards. Man. But yeah, no. You said you're waiting for a good sell on an OLED monitor. You know, the thing is, it's like I'm trying to determine, like, OLED obviously is the clear winner, right? But I get concerned about burning, right? And I don't know if I had a monitor long enough to like experience like them going out. I think the one of my first experiences where a monitor didn't like last was the Samsung like Odyssey. I had that, and that ended up freaking like it just stopped working. It went bad on me, and I ended up having to throw it away. I couldn't, like, I don't know, I didn't have a warranty or whatever, but I get worried about OLEDs for like just the burn-in and how often. I don't like my monitors typically have a high use rate, so whether they're always on, I get concerned about that. That's what I get concerned about dealing with monitors, OLEDs. But I think honestly the one that I actually want is an OLED. So I mean, there's that. You said, "Oh man, PS trophy smooth sold Xbox out, y'all." Not yeah, no, because I'm playing. The thing is, the cool thing about playing on PC is that, like, I'm playing in the comfort of a console, you know, playing with the Xbox controller, and the fact that when I want to play a PlayStation game, especially these new age PlayStation games that they're releasing, you can earn, as long as you're signed into your PlayStation account, you earn the trophies. You earn the trophies on PlayStation, and on Xbox, obviously, clearly Play Anywhere titles, you earn Xbox achievements. And obviously, if you buy some of these games that are on Steam in their Xbox game, you earn both Xbox achievements and Steam achievements. And the same thing with Ubisoft games, with their close save, you can unlock Xbox achievements and PlayStation trophies in Ubisoft games, as long as you're signed into the account and they have like cloud saves enabled and whatnot. So it's literally the one-stop shop. So like I said, I considered selling my Xbox because I know I can get a decent amount of money for it. But the reason why I haven't sold it, because it's a worth more than I think it's actually worth. So I've been holding on to it. Hold on. Shatterstar says, but the majority of those Play Anywhere titles are Xbox titles. Mainstream publishers aren't doing that. It's an illusion, basically. It's how can I say this? Let's let's give it a go. Let's see here, right? So there's like 1,000+ play anywhere titles on the Xbox app. So let me try to make this stop. We're gonna make this shit is so freaking. There we go. Shit. I'm editing this as I'm trying to get the full. All right, cool. We're gonna make this fit the screen. All right. Here we go. So oh shit. I didn't even realize that. All right, cool, fair enough. So let's look for Play Anywhere. What the hell is it, right? There we go. All right, here we go. This is it's a lot more. Come on, do all of them. It said it's 114.43 games, but I want to go to the actual filter. Come on, damn it. That's the thing I don't like. This store is like inconsistent as fuck. And the store is kind of ass with their, like, the console storefront is better because it just looks, the games are more appealing. Where the hell is show all? There we go. All right, cool. I'm about to say it wasn't showing all the games. If we being like, let's see, there's a 1,004. There's a fair amount of games, you know, that are Play Anywhere. Come on, guys, really don't do this shit, bro. There's a fair amount of games. 1,443 of them, which Xbox itself don't have 1,000 games, but like there's a fair amount of publishers that are participating in this, and now they don't happen day one. That's the thing. It's like some of these games you have to wait till they come into Game Pass. So Resident Evil Village is going to be the next one added. Like, so if I type in Resident Evil, right, I think there's like 3 games of the recent games. These are all freaking Play Anywhere. Oh wait, hold on. That's definitely the. Oh shit, gotta install it. It must be on Game Pass. Okay, definitely. Okay, yeah, we gonna do that. Didn't realize it. Let's do that. So Resident Evil Village is definitely a Play Anywhere title. That's Capcom. So Capcom's been supporting Play Anywhere. The only thing is, the only one I'm at, I want Resident Evil 4. I want to finish my Resident Evil 4 playthrough. That's what I'm more so I want. But they have Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Hold on, let me get this let me put this back. There we go. I need to fix that. So yeah, they have Resident Evil 2, 7, and Village, and then once Resident Evil 4 goes to Game Pass, then that would be Play Anywhere too. It's literally of a push of a button. So they're like picking and choosing when these games become available within the service, honestly, or with it when it becomes enabled for Play Anywhere. But when you consider there's a ton of content, yeah, sure. Most of the content is now obviously Activision and Bethesda games they've purchased, but even a lot of these aren't like Play Anywhere. These are just I think PC versions of the game that because they're separate. They're not like shared achievements if I'm not mistaken. But look, you got Mortal Kombat 11. I think Mortal Kombat 1. You got Death Stranding. I think this is a Play Anywhere title. Oh yeah, this is obviously the Play Anywhere list. And that's a PlayStation game. You got both the Silent Hill F. We are obviously I had finished playing Silent Hill F because it was a Play Anywhere title. You got the Space Marine game. I think this is literally exclusive to Xbox and PC. This the remastered version. Final Fantasy 16, which was a PlayStation game. That's a Play Anywhere title. There's a decent amount. The only thing is a lot of these games I think I've already obviously I already played on console. RoboCop, Chronos, Gotham Knights, and then being that's Play Anywhere, it's the only place you can play at higher than 30 FPS. You know what I mean? And I literally that's what I bought this game on. This is the only game I bought on PC from the Xbox store so I can get the achievements and whatnot. And I didn't play it on console because it was locked at 30 FPS. But on PC, obviously you play it however you want. Only thing is I didn't like the game, so it became a waste of $8. I spent $8 on it and I still didn't like it. Metaphor, the Persona games, Persona 5, there's a decent amount. Now, of course, it's when you get to games like Pragmata and you get to games they do need the support from the big games that we are that we're talking about, the games that we're looking to play, the games that are due to release. But one of the bigger games that's coming out this year in May, a 007 First Light, that's going to be Play Anywhere. That so it's definitely getting better. You know what I mean? It's obviously it has nothing on what's available on Epic and what's available on Steam, but the minute this thing gets to 1-to-1, they really should have just did a requirement. If you want to publish on Xbox, the console, you automatically have to support the Xbox PC store. That's pretty much what they should have done. Bramble. This was in Game Pass. I thought I owned this game, but this was in Game Pass. I beat this on the original Rogue Ally when I used to have it. You said it's Capcom and Sega who are inconsistent. Yeah, Square Enix is inconsistent. They support, sometimes they don't. Konami, they've been supporting recently. Konami, their last 3 big releases, the Metal Gear remake and both the Silent Hill games, they're both Play Anywhere. They're both Play Anywhere. It just sucks that the Metal Gear game on PC, I think it's poorly optimized. Persona 3. So again, here's a decent amount of games. It just so happens those amount of games that when you consider all the games I play, I'm not interested in a lot of them. Sega, yeah, all their games literally since they've been supporting the Xbox have been Play Anywhere. Scarlet, I beat this on Xbox. Otherwise, I would do it. Oh, that was a decent game. I think I might re-download this because I think this has one of those multiple playthrough type situations. Yeah, I might have to give this one another try. I think this game has multiple endings. Yeah, I think this game has multiple endings. I might have to do that. I I wonder, is Code Vein a Play Anywhere? That's one game that had potential, and I don't think that's a Play Anywhere. I don't see it in the store. Code Vein. I gotta buy a new keyboard because every time I hit the enter button, it hits the backs the. Oh, maybe it is, or is unless this is the console version. Oh no. Okay, maybe it's available on the Xbox store, but I don't think it's Play Anywhere for the simple fact that I know I've unlocked at least a couple achievements in this game on Xbox. This is like an Xbox One era game. Am I going to stream Resident Evil 9? Yes, I will. I will stream Resident Evil 9. I have decided that I will purchase it. It's going to be the first time I purchase a Resident Evil like not on Xbox, because I have to go to Steam, because I don't think it's going to be available on the Xbox app if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's going to be available on the Xbox app. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be the best game to come out in for the first quarter. And then I think prior to that, I mean, you get High on Life. We know what we're going to get. I think that comes out first. It comes out on, I think, Valentine's Day. But yeah, I'll be open to streaming it. Let's see. See, like I said, for like, this is definitely high on my list. I'm mad they delayed it though. I'm definitely mad they delayed it. No, all right. That's what I wanted. This was the reason why I kind of said, hey, I'm probably going to just jump on PC, because I feel like this game has potential to look extremely good. But I do think I see it also has potential to be locked at 30 or have like performance issues on console. So I was like, why? I can play this game in its best possible light. I know it's going to be dope. So this is like one of my most anticipated games, is a Play Anywhere title, and I will be buying it from the Xbox store. Only because I if I have the option to earn Xbox, unless this version is completely freaking broken for some damn reason, then this is where I'm purchasing it. The only thing is sometimes PC like the things sold in the Windows store, which I don't understand why. I guess sometimes it sometimes be missing like some features that are in, like, let's say the Steam version or something. Like, I don't understand that concept. That I never understood. Shatterstar 187 says, come on, Smooth. I've been a PC gamer for 15 years. Nobody shops at the Windows store. Their storefront and the Xbox app is dead on PC. Xbox died in 2025. And welcome to the PC Master Race, Smooth. You said Gears of War 4 is a Windows Store exclusive. Really? It's not on Steam? You sure? I don't know about that. Let's see. Now we're on Steam. There's a way to search publishers, right? Let's see. There we go. Gears Reloaded. Ninja Gaiden 4. Either Tactics. Gears 5. Quantum Break. Yo, I tried booting Counter Break on PC. That shit is, the colors is, I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I have to get the Steam version, but that shit is wrecked. Wait a minute. Hold on. There ain't no Gears 4? Hold up. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on. For real? Why make that exclusive? Like, I don't understand. Hold on. Oh. Gears of War 4, honestly, it's been the worst one, in my opinion. Campaign-wise. Multiplayer's all right. Campaign. Yeah, this was a, wow, okay. Windows 10 PC, Xbox One, Windows 10 PC, no additional cost. Oh, yeah, I forgot Gears came out in 2016. Wow. Yeah, that was when Play Anywhere first came out. And this was a game they were trying to leverage to get people over to the Windows app. Okay. That makes sense. I'm actually surprised. Oh, and Forza, well, the first Forza to ever come, I don't even think the first Forza to ever come to PC was Forza 7. So, well, Forza Motorsport game. So, wow, hold on. I own Forza. Matter of fact, yeah, dude. Speaking of, hold on. This game is delisted, but I should still be able to install it. And I probably will. Yeah. This, honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought this game graphically looked better than Forza, the one that came out a couple years ago. And honestly, I'm about to install it just to see how that this shit looks on PC. But I remember playing it on the Xbox One X and being extremely impressed. All they needed now is to add like some ray tracing on it, and the new one got ray tracing, but I don't know. This was a look. I feel like this one just looked better. There you go. There we go. These games are typically big. They're typically big in nature. Yeah, 99 freaking gigs. They can probably hold that. Yeah, 99 gigs. A bit much. I don't know. Not for something to just look at. You said, are you using DLSS 4 or 4.5? You don't know how to maximize your PC. Do you Smooth? I saw you streaming Control and it was flickering. You need, yeah. All right. So let me just give you a heads up. All right. So the control situation. All right. So remember, the control situation is what started this whole thing to begin with. I fixed the flickering with Control, right? What was it? What was causing that bullshit? Oh my God. I had to turn off it was weird. I think I had to turn off DLSS. I had to turn off something to stop the flickering. But yeah, because I had the ray tracing enabled and all the flickering. Yeah, that was also before I switched the cards and whatnot too. I switched the card, put it on Control, and then the flickering still. I did some research. It was something to do with like DLSS. Shadow of says Crackdown 3 is a Windows Store exclusive as well. Gears Ultimate Edition, like the original Gears Ultimate, the original Gears, not the one they just. Oh yeah, Gears Ultimate Edition. You wait. You sure? Hold on. Gears. I know Gears. Gears Reloaded, obviously not. That's fine, but like Gears Ultimate Edition. Oh yeah, again, that came out in that era where they were trying to get people onto the Play Anywhere, and in hindsight, they probably should have been a lot more aggressive with it to get more publishers on it, because they were making the right moves. Because when you think about the gaming situation now, and then yeah, it should have definitely happened. Horizon 3, yeah. So anything pretty much 20. I think everything that was in that early part of their PC and their Play Anywhere initiative, because Play Anywhere came out in like I think 2016. It came out the year Quantum Break came out. So a lot of those games, yeah, are probably PC, except they ported Quantum Break, and they eventually ported like Sunset Overdrive and all this other stuff. Because I remember when games were coming to PC, and when we were arguing with PlayStation PC fanboys, we was like, well, you have to get it from Xbox. You know what I mean? It's still exclusive to Xbox. And then the games started coming to Steam, and then those arguments started to lose momentum. And then all the games started launching on Steam like day and date. So it used to be Xbox and then Xbox Windows or Xbox Store. And then later down the line, it launches on Steam. And so, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Makes you almost forget about that, where they were actually trying to have an exclusive strategy. And they caved in every way possible. Yeah, Forza Horizon. But the thing is that they're not gonna go and bring some of these older titles, because a lot of these games are delisted. Forza Horizon 3 is delisted. So the Forza games is like you almost have to buy. Like I have to buy Forza Horizon 6 despite there being a Game Pass, because there's a chance that the game gets delisted. Like I bought Forza Horizon 5, like I bought Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 4. I think I bought all of the Forza Horizon games because of delisting. I think I bought Forza Motorsport 7 because those games get delisted. So Forza Horizon 6 that's not something like, oh, Game Pass and all. I'll probably play in Game Pass for a while, but after a while I will eventually just buy it to just to avoid losing access to it, because Forza games do not last that long. I think Forza Horizon 5 is so far lasted the longest, or Horizon 5 or Horizon 4 lasted like the longest, but Horizon 4 eventually got delisted. But that's part and why I pretty much choose Xbox as my primary launcher, because again, I already have a profile in the library there. Yeah, I mean, how come Gran Turismo games doesn't get delisted though? Has any of the Project Cars games got delisted? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Yeah, Xbox definitely needs to fix the app. They do. They're you're not lying there. I'm still honestly, I'm still waiting for my app to update to the freaking the full screen experience version of it, and that hasn't happened. Honestly, what it really needs to be, if we're really being honest, and I want to show you guys something like pretty much how shit's been going for me. But if we really being honest, there should be the Xbox app literally should be the Xbox UI, the console UI. There's no lose. there. It should literally just be the console UI. But this is what pretty much how I essentially launch games. This is how I launch games. Just like that. So Resident Evil, the Days Gone, Horizon, Star Wars Outlaws, Mafia. These are the. This is probably one of the. I'm glad that they did this where I don't have to go to different launchers. I could just play, have Arc Raiders installed just in case. I mean, I've only been able to play that by literally by myself, and that wasn't fun. But yeah, no, this is what and I'm obviously I pre-installed High on Life 2 because I'm looking forward to that. And then Resident Evil, they just turned that to a Play Anywhere title, so I don't have to wait for that. I didn't have to wait for that to become a Game Pass title, but once they enable that, like I said, I'm gonna probably get out of try it. I already have Silent Hill 2 installed. I just have to boot it. I uninstalled Silent Hill F because I'm not playing again for it anymore, and I feel like I felt like I did enough. You know what I mean? They don't give you a whole lot of gamer score, but I'm not playing through that again. I'm not. I use a RTX 5070 Ti. I'm trying to think which. The version I got is Gigabyte. Sir Dre the Great changes on the way. Yeah, like I mentioned, Dre, I told him like we're gonna do we're continuing the podcast. We're just going through a name change because we got sick and tired of you guys asking about low tier God. So you said Crackdown 3 is peak on PC. I concur. It's a really all they gotta do is update the bad boy, man. Like, it's not a bad game. A lot of these games that came out on the Xbox got like unnecessary bad reviews or bad reputation. There was nothing actually wrong with Crackdown. It wasn't broken. The game worked fine. It was very polished, and it looked the best a Crackdown game could look in that generation. I do think I would love to see an RTX update to that joint, but it looks good. It has the opportunity to look good. It plays good. Yeah, definitely. You said the Xbox is the console's UI. It's their only interface on PC devices. The Xbox app, I seriously doubt the Xbox Magnus will ever see the light of day, though. I don't see they have to make it make sense, right? And I don't trust Microsoft to just make magic. I don't wake up one day like, oh, they figured it out. They figured out to make a console, right, with PC features that is running this like the console UI. For them to go this route where they're going to make a console that's going to run Steam and Epic Game Store and all that stuff, which is no problem, but at that point it's not a console because it's just a Windows device, and because it's just a Windows device or a PC, there's not anything they're going to do with that device that your current PC can't do. So that's why I'm like that, and that's another reason why I kind of just leaned over to PC, because I was like, oh, they're probably going to make what they're going to do is make a software update, a software change, and what they do with that console, it has to work on PC. So I'm looking forward to this potential Xbox app overhaul that would bring it closer and closer to console. I played Redfall on PC back, when did Redfall come out? 2023, right? I think 2023. I played Redfall on PC back when I had a 3070. And I still want to play. I'd never beaten Redfall, and I would like to play Redfall, but I don't want to play by myself. That's a game I do want to experience the co-op. And I will reinstall it. The game's overly big for no damn reason. It's like over 100 gigs. I don't know why. They need to do some better compression on that. But I did it. I didn't have an issue with it. I just didn't get to experience it the way I wanted to. I remember when it came out on Game Pass, like the day of or day one. And so I didn't even install it on Xbox. I think I installed it on PC because I was mad that it wasn't 60 FPS on the Series X. So I later down online, I think I installed it on the Series X after it got its like update and whatnot to run 60 FPS. But and the crazy thing is, you said you had a 3080, and that was a big deal back then. You had a 3080, but it was rough with Redfall. You need a decent GPU to play the game, and I don't understand because that's a UE4 game. Redfall is literally a Unreal Engine 4 game. It's not doing anything magnificent, and the game is like ultra big for no reason. These are all the games that hold on, installable. Let's owned. I need this to be installable on PC. I don't want to play this on cloud, but Redfall. You see, every time I need a new keyboard ASAP. This shit, it's like every time I hit enter, shit hits the backslash button. So I gotta like, there we go. Like I said, I would definitely play it, but this shit is, look how much gigs this shit is. 94 gigs, and like, I think that's just too big for what the game is. Yeah. But I would definitely play it. I'd definitely play again. I would definitely play. Because I didn't finish the game, but these are the games I'm currently dabbling in right now. I should uninstall Chrono. I do want to play through the game again. There's a couple achievements that I want that is within reach. But I don't know if I can see the whole game through again. But like I said, so far I've been enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Once I get through that, chances are I'll probably pick up Forbidden West. Hopefully it goes on sale again, or I have to check loaded.com and see what they got. PlayStation on PC, they typically don't put their games on sale. They don't put them on good sales. Like every other publisher will give you a decent sale. PlayStation doesn't do good sales on PC at all. It's like very unattractive. They keep their prices close to the console prices. But once I go through that, and then Days Gone, I'm playing at the same time. I got to do Silent Hill 2 for you guys, and I Star Wars Outlaws, I loved it. I've been playing that again as well. So just jumping between games until something like new comes out, which is High on Life 2 and then Resident Evil Requiem. You said my stream is on 480p? No. Change the quality. My stream should be, I think it defaults to 1440p. Not 480p. You said 1080p. You got a 1080p monitor? Like, because when I go, it allows me to view literally at 1440p. Like my max is 1440p. That it allows me to view it at. And I'm looking at my stats at the bottom. It doesn't seem like anything is struggling. You said you don't beat Resident Evil games though. No, I don't. The closest one. No. I got two. I have two in my book. Resident Evil 5, because that's the easiest one, and Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, the first person one. I'm the why I struggle with Resident Evil 2. I tried to play a little bit of Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 4 is I'm on chapter 9, but I'm waiting until they put that bad boy on Game Pass, or at least enable Play Anywhere, so I can continue to play through. But like, that's the furthest I got. So we'll see. We'll see. There's some of the stuff that they were talking. It's like, I'm not playing on that whole save ribbon mode. I'm playing on whatever thing that allows me that doesn't limit me. But yeah, for some reason, and this thing is, I don't think Resident Evil games are scary, and I don't think they're difficult, but I struggle with Resident Evil games. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's inventory management, map. I feel like I don't have a certain level of freedom when playing a game. I feel restricted. I don't know what it is, but like, that's why I do like games like, for example, like even though I had some smoke for Silent Hill F, I do like games where you do not have to use a gun, only because that means the game has to be balanced in such a way where you can, where you can get through the game with like other items. That's why, I have a respect for the Callisto Protocol. I loved it. I like games like Condemned and Silent Hill F, and what's another game where you kind of just like pick up what you can and go from there. Like, Shadow of Nexus says, I feel you, Smooth. I just beat Resident Evil 2 and I have the same feeling. Hey, like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And like I said, I will, like, so if I jump into this Resident Evil Requiem, that will be a challenge I put on myself. And if I beat it, I feel complete. Like, so Silent Hill F, I've never played or beaten a Silent Hill game prior to Silent Hill F, and like, it was an opportunity for me to jump in and get in. I know that's not like technically Silent Hill in terms of lore, but I was able to get through it. That's the first Silent Hill game I beat. So you said Callisto Protocol is probably still the best looking game on PC. I've only played that game on Xbox. I beat it like 2 or 3 times on the Xbox, and if a store gives it away for free, or if I could get it for $5 or something like that, I would buy it on PC and play it again, and I will probably play it on the hardest difficulty, because I beat Callisto Protocol on the hardest difficulty prior to them adding an unnecessary difficulty, and I just didn't return back to it. I think I was like 2 achievements shy of 100% completion. Then they added like the DLC, and then they added like another difficulty level, and I was like, nah. Like, I was pleased with my original playthrough with it. Good game. I give games like the Callisto Protocol and Chronos: The New Dawn, like, those are some of my most favorite games that came out over the last couple years. And in my opinion, I value those games higher than games like, Dead Space and stuff like that. And I know Dead Space inspired those games. I just think those games have certain elements. They have certain gameplay loops, a certain rhythm to those games that are more enjoyable than what I remember of Dead Space. But yeah. But I'm looking forward to, there's a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to. Jedi Survivor looks insane too. Did I ever make Game Pass? Hold on. I know eventually these games typically come to Game Pass. Oh, I should already have the extension already. Here we go. Why does this game get a 78? Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna put that bad boy in. Oh hell no! That's just 120 gigs. Yeah, that's 120 gigs. That shit's gonna have to wait. That's gonna have to wait. And Final Fantasy can wait till that shit's on Game Pass. I am not purchasing a Final Fantasy game. Yeah, all those Final Fantasies can wait. I know Final Fantasy 7 is also on there's a demo? Okay. $40. Not too bad. Oh, it comes out in 4 days. But see, the whole big deal about this is that this is a Play Anywhere title. And this is also why I said I would move the PC, because I was like, PlayStation. It doesn't seem like PlayStation is going to stop, despite there being no real competition. They're not going to stop doing these stupid ass deals where they have games that just delay its way from coming to Xbox. One of the games I am looking forward to. I'm looking to give it a try. There we go. I'm looking forward to give Phantom Blade 0 a try. This game comes out September 8th. Damn, all the marketing they were doing for this game, I thought it was coming out in the first half of the year. This shit, like September. They still got a long way to go. Yeah, and I feel like we're gonna get Beast of Reincarnation before we get this. But this is one of the games I'm looking for. There's just that moment when PlayStation does shit where shit comes to PC and PlayStation first. Like, that was another reason. It was like, all right, I'm not gonna be in a situation where I wanted to be in a position where the less likely, the only games I'm literally missing are games that PlayStation decides to publish on its console first and only its console. So if they ever want to do these dual shits where it's like PC and PlayStation and I'm interested, I'll just buy the game on PC. Lego Batman. I don't know what the hype is around it. If it plays like Arkham Knight, sure, but there's this stigma about Lego games. And the stigma is correct. They play a certain way that just isn't enjoying enough or entertaining enough. I don't like the rhythm of Lego games. I tried to do the Skywalker shit. Just dude Dre talked me into the what's that Star Wars game? He said it was his most. A couple years ago, he was like, this is his most anticipated game. It was the Lego Star Wars, that big game that it came out in like 24. I think it came out in 24, something like that, or 23. I bought it and I'm like, yeah, no. It plays just like every other Lego game. And every time I start a Lego game, I don't finish it. I think the one I had most interest in and that was a little bit more of a speed I can get with was the Lego Horizon one, which I got on PlayStation. I need that thing to get super cheap on it because I will play it on PC and finish it there. But I actually got a physical version for PlayStation. That one I was enjoying. I had got that game for like my son, I think for Christmas, 24, right? Yeah, 2024. And that one was it was an enjoyable experience, like, and it didn't play like your usual Lego game. So I got to see. Hopefully they put out a demo for it. And if it plays good, and it plays more like a Batman game and less like a Lego game, then yeah, I could do it. Okay. I got one more take. So I posted some revised gameplay on X, where I say I prefer Horizon Zero Dawn to Horizon Forbidden West. I think Horizon Zero Dawn is a better game. Do you guys agree or disagree? But that's like I haven't beaten Forbidden West. I have it on Do I have it? Do I still have it? Do I have a digital version or a physical copy? Uh, I think I had it when the PS5 came out. But yeah, I wasn't getting jiggy with it, dude. I was not really feeling it. But Horizon Zero Dawn, I actually like played, enjoyed it, and then I'm playing it again as if I played it for the first time. The remaster, I'm having the same experience that I had with like I had back when 2017 when it first came out. Let's see, Lego. Am I getting the next Xbox? It depends. It depends on what it is. It really depends on what it is. If the next Xbox is a PC, if it's essentially a PC, then no. Because I think whatever groundbreaking thing they're going to do is going to have something to do with the Windows Store and the ability to do backwards compatibility. But whatever they do, they have to do it where it works at a PC level. So the only way I would get the next Xbox is if it clears my PC currently in raw power. Like if that's what it is, if it's just a super pre-built and it's at a decent like price, which it probably won't be. And maybe it really all depends. But if it's just a PC, then there's not really a need for it. It'll be cool and whatnot. But like I said, if it's a PC, they probably going to release some sort of update where existing Windows PCs can do what it's going to do with this next Xbox. Oh, this game come out May 29th. Okay. Yeah. We'll be gaming all day tomorrow because it's going to be a snowstorm. Hey, if I do, I mean, feel free, make a documentary on me if I do. But like, I personally feel the Xbox Series X is the best console, like one of the best consoles ever. And I currently don't have it set up in my setup. Like there was like I enjoy the Xbox Series X despite the bullshit Xbox did and everything. As a console, I think they built like a masterpiece. And they had incentives that were cool that they didn't continue with. Like I felt like they should have kept going with FPS boost and resolution boost and whatnot. But as a platform, as a console, it's dope. But I don't. There's nothing else they can do to impress me anymore. So I'm good. I'm good. The specs on my PC. Let me just make this shit easier. There we go. Let's see if this helps you guys. All right, there we go. This is my specs. Can you guys see? There we go. So, CPU Intel i7-13700KF, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and a RTX 5070 Ti. That's pretty much the makeup of this PC. He says Series X is like 2018 LeBron. It's like a star player surrounded with bad team players. No, the crazy thing is Series X, like the Series X right now doesn't have bad games. Right now it doesn't. And now I would consider it now. What's a good team? A team that's always good but always flame out in the playoffs. Like there's a good team with decent players and just has a bad coach. That's pretty much what Xbox is. It's a good team with horrible coaching. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. It's like coaching and management is ass, but they got a bunch of decent players, but they're not winning the way they should. See, that's what you said, 9800 X3D. I was gonna get a 7800 X3D, but it's not. I don't think it's too much better than what I currently have. You said, you know, a 4090 is stronger than a 5080, right? You can look it up. Oh, I don't know if who he's talking to. Shadow Star. Yeah, but that's what I get. That's what I get. All right, but I'm about ready to get out of here. I just wanted to go live, talk some shit. And looking forward to playing some video games and chilling while we get snowed in. So here on the East Coast. Chuck says, quick resume and how quiet it is makes me play more on the Series X than my PC. Play Anywhere is a dope feature. I got used to it, and that's what the problem is with Play Anywhere, right? Like when I play games on PC and I'm just jumping into games, it's like, oh shit, I have to actually start from whatever the checkpoint or save point I was last at. So that's an adjustment. That is an adjustment. That is something I wish that they could bring back, that they can bring over to the PC. Don't know how, but I'm gonna look up what you somebody said there's like a certain mod. I'm gonna look that up, see if it's achievable. It should be, but and then Shadowstar, I mean, I don't have like you said you know 4090 is stronger than the 5080, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Like to a degree, like how the Xbox One X is superior to a Series S in some way, has better memory, more memory, but the performance of a Series S is better than a One X. But yeah, there's some sort of overlap in there, but yeah. But are you saying that because are you telling me I can get a 4090 for like less than a 5080? Like what was the point of that? Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to jump out of here though. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to the show. Me and Dre will be back once we have a name for this podcast that we're trying to do. And yeah. Wait. I just want to read your Shadow Star says a 4090 is stronger than a 5070 and a 5080. They discontinued it because of that. They discontinued the 5070 and the 5080 because a 4090 is stronger. Are 4090 still available to purchase? And Troublemaker, you says, do you pursue Steam more now that you're on PC? I pursue Steam more. Well, so far, no, it's relatively equal. Like I go on Steam, check what's there, for like sales, buy the games, but again, the weird thing is I launch all my games out of Xbox. That's the thing. So yeah, I'm in the Steam. Steam has obviously better games, more appealing games than what's available on the Xbox, because the Xbox Play Anywhere isn't like 1-to-1 yet. So there's just a large disparity between the quality of games that's in there between the two stores. So yeah, I'm in Steam, buy games from Steam, but I eventually launch the games literally from Xbox. I launch them from here. So they discontinued a 4090. Yeah, I know a couple people with that. Yeah. If you have a 4090, it make no sense to upgrade unless you were getting a 5090. Yeah. But peace out, y'all. It's been a pleasure and a blessing, man. You guys have a wonderful day, man. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm probably gonna start Silent Hill 2 stream tomorrow. Thank you. Peace.